think back about those teams, I think about just the collective leadership, the camaraderie that we had that was established years prior. A lot of us going to school together since the first grade all the way up. There was a friendship. You wanted to work hard for your teammate, work hard for your best friends. And then I think just a commitment to winning. We wanted to do things right on and off the field because we felt like doing those things right off the field translated to success on the fields. With those teams, sure, we had really good players. We had some great talent. But I think the intangibles of our work ethic, our togetherness, and just the competitive nature that we had to win and compete at the highest level, that's what I felt that we had that made our teams really special.
I think it has to do with the buy-in from everybody, from the coaching staff to the kids to the parents. Our parents bought into what Coach Hines was trying to establish. I think it's really started with his vision for excellence.
When I think back, I think the keys to our championship season started actually in the spring of our junior year because we went over and we scrimmaged MUS. And we were just a little small country school, never played the bigger schools, and we went over to MUS and beat them in the spring. I think a second thing was that at that point our senior leadership stepped up. And what is now the coffee shop at school was our weight room. And we went out there every morning before school, and Coach Steve Williford was nice enough to meet us, open the weight room, and we worked out, and it was senior led. And then I think the third thing, our third game of the senior season, the 83 season, we played Catholic High School, who was the defending state champion. They were on about a 16-game winning streak, and we beat them, I think, 14-0, shut them out. And so I think we really felt like we had a chance to do something special.
We had a lot of pride in our team, which is what I think was most special. So, I mean, every practice was competitive, super competitive. You're representing this school, and because you have the name ECS on your chest, you're also representing Christ in the way you play and the way you treat others. And because of that, you're called to give your all and everything. And I feel like every single team I was on took that to heart. It was always a lot of fun and always very, very competitive.
We were a group of best friends, truly, that were playing the game that we loved together. So I feel like there was a lot of trust in the team. You just knew that they were going to do what they were on the floor to do. And we just trusted our coaches too. Like, we trusted the decisions that they made. And there was just a lot of mutual love and respect there. I would definitely be remiss if I didn't mention our student section. The most incredible student body support. I mean, we're not just like playing for ourselves, like we're playing for the student body too. Like, they're just as into this as we are. Felt so honored to like be able to do that for your school. And for for it to be the first time.
ECS 17, USN 10, ECS. Division II state champions.
And I think when you look back at all of those teams, the one thing that really stands out is how much the players, the coaches across the board really loved each other, cared for each other. Were worried more about team success and winning versus individual success. You go back and think about those teams. I think about the 98 team for baseball. And we were talented. I mean, we were really talented. I mean, we had 3 or 4 D1 guys on that team, but it's the role guys, the guys that could really play, like the Nath Hendricks, the Will Spinks, guys like that who were really, really good players, but they were willing to do whatever it took to win. And I think that was the difference in all of those teams across the board. And you think about it from a coaching perspective, again, 2011, really talented, but we had those role guys, Carson Sipples, Patrick Snipes, Huff Peeler, guys like that were just willing to do whatever it took to win. And I think that's truly what makes championship teams special.
So I think the team chemistry was really the best part of it and what made our season so successful. It wasn't like we had individual stars on the team. Of course, we had some people who were really good, but I think what was the best part of it was just the fact that we were just all friends and could just enjoy all each other's company. And it wasn't just on the field, it was off the field too. We'd do stuff together as a team, and we would, eat lunch together. And so really, I think the chemistry is what made it so special.
It didn't matter who we were facing. Like, we still always knew we had a chance to win the game. A lot of that, to me, comes from love for one another, love for the guy next to us. We spend off season working out in the weight room and developing chemistry on pushing each other, through the weight room. And then when we get in these games, your love for one another, the iron sharpens iron attitude still applies no matter where you go in life, whether you're in the Super Bowl, you're at work, no matter what you're doing, you're pushing everybody around you to be better. And that's what I got from ECS.
I think it's all encompassing, right? I think when you build a biblical foundation, and the Bible teaches us to do everything with all we have. We're not going to go out there and give half effort. We're not going to go out there and concede defeat. We're going to go out there every single night, every game, whatever it is, and give everything we have to win that game, win that match, win that meet, whatever it is. And I think when you kind of build the foundation biblically from an educational perspective, from an environmental perspective, that bleeds into athletics, and then that's where that basis comes from.
I think one of the most unique things about our team was just that group of seniors. 6 of us that had played in basketball all the way through together, from middle school, and a lot of us had played AAU together since we were like 8 and 9 years old. And then we actually, 4 of us are still playing on a men's league team this summer. So it's really crazy to think about, some of us have been playing basketball since we were like 8 and still playing together. Coach Tippett, he had a standard and he was going to hold you to it. Like, he challenged you very much, and not just in basketball, but to be a God-fearing man. Like, he would challenge you in that. And if you weren't, living up to it and you weren't honoring God in what you were doing, like, he would let you know and he would call you out on it, and he would hold you accountable.
When we say that we want you to focus on the little things, I remember Coach Carter and Coach Hines constantly talking about controlling the stuff that you can control. Our hearts were all in the gospel. And because of that, we wanted to focus on, like, every little thing that you do has importance, regardless of what you're doing, whether you are a bench player who never gets on the field in a varsity game or you're the leading scorer, whatever role that you play, it has value. When you include everybody and everybody has a role, there's a belonging that makes you want to fight for each other. That just drives so much trust. And honestly, when it comes to competition, intensity and desire and competition, all those things, because you know that it is bigger than just the field. And you want to buy into that. It's infectious in a really beautiful way.